Hey everybody, and welcome back to a new video. It's Mike here with Mike's Drones and More. And guys, today I'm doing a 2-month update, or right around 2-month update, on the Eachine EV100s that I purchased over around Christmas time. And I've been using these for just about 2 months now, and just kind of want to give my thoughts, what I think of these goggles, if I think they're a good price, if I think they're a good purchase, and I think if they are worth their money. So in my opinion, over the last couple months, I've definitely really do like these particular goggles. They're extremely nice. The only thing I've had an issue with a couple of times, and I don't know if it was the antenna or the transmitter coming from the drone or what, but a couple times just the video has kind of like frozen. So I don't know again if it was here or if it was something with the transmission or it was too far out. I had to unplug it, land the drone, unplug it, and then plug it back in, and then the video came right back. So that was really the only major issue that I've ever had with these goggles. Otherwise, the battery life on this battery is freaking awesome. Usually if I'm gonna go race, I'll charge it up the night before and it lasts me all day long with no issues whatsoever. I did order the additional DVR for the top of the goggles here. That's coming sometime soon, whenever it comes from Banggood. So I'll be doing a review when that comes in. And I also ordered the carrying case for the goggles so that I can keep them separately. Now, one thing I definitely do suggest, guys, if you buy these particular goggles, is definitely get rid of the stock antennas that come with them. Now, the stock antennas are okay, they're not that bad, but they are not the best antennas. They're just plain old Jane dipole antennas. So since I've bought these, I have kind of done a little bit of research and kind of swapped them out and testing to see which ones I thought worked better, and it really depends on the situation. So if I'm flying my tiny whoops, typically what I'll do is I have a TBS or a Team Black Sheep Triumph antenna, and I'll use this other circular antenna, and that seems to really do super good with you know, transmission and not a whole lot of glitching. You can also just use 2 of these same antennas, 2 of these circularized, or 2 of the Triumphs. I haven't ordered any more of these yet, but those are going to be coming, so hopefully I'll get those. And then sometimes also I'll use the Triumph antenna, but I also ordered a flat panel antenna or a patch antenna too as well. So I typically use this when I'm racing the bigger drones, the 5 inches, and I like to use this when I'm outside because it gives a little bit better range of transmission pickup on the video. And so I'm really liking this one a lot. So usually what I'll do is when I'm running this, I'll run the Triumph antenna, I'll take off this antenna, and I will put the flat one on there as well. So you get the circular as well as the 90-degree pickup as well. And that seems to really do a super good job. Now, a lot of the reviewers, they did complain about the field of vision in here wasn't quite as big as like a Fat Shark. Now, luckily for me, I have not yet flown with Fat Sharks, and I've not used Fat Sharks or Amways, so I guess I'm not you know, hip on those yet. I'm going to be getting some Fat Sharks eventually. I just don't have the $300 to $400 to slap down on a nice pair of Fat Sharks yet. So that's going to be my next big investment for my FPVing, definitely. But these will definitely work. If you're wanting to get into the FPV, these will definitely do the job. It's definitely, they're very nice. It's got a auxiliary, video auxiliary in on the right side here, and it's got a headphone jack also over here as well. And you also have a USB, mini USB. You can charge these goggles if the battery runs out as well. So, I mean, it's got a fan up on the top that keeps these goggles. I mean, I have flown these things for hours at a time when I'm doing my drone racing, and I have yet to have these fog up. Now, I've gotten this band here very wet from sweating, but I have not had these goggles, honestly. They haven't fogged up on me whatsoever, and they're very comfortable on my face. They fit really good, and the main point that the reason that I really bought these was really for the adjusters. So down here you have your pupil adjusters, I think that's what they're called, I don't know what the exact word for it, and you also have your diopter adjusters as well. So I wear glasses, and the typical box goggles that you buy, if you wear glasses like me, you know it's extremely hard to find a pair of box goggles that fit well and will adjust with your glasses. So it was really nice that I was able to use these. I don't have to wear my glasses. I can adjust them to my vision, and it's just like wearing my glasses, which is super nice. And I have ordered some things to where I'm going to be training on the Velocidrone, so I'll be able to use my FPV goggles while I am training on Velocidrone to help me with my FPV racing, which is really, really nice. So all in all, again, I'd have to say, you know, I know there's a lot of people that they didn't give it the greatest because they're kind of inexpensive, but for me, the $100 that I paid for them on a flash sale, normally I think they run like 120, 130, depending on where you go and stuff like that. But to me, these things are absolutely great. The band on the back for the head, it works great. It hasn't snapped or anything like that. It's extremely comfortable on my face. Which is a really good thing. And yeah, I can fly everything from tiny whoop to the 5 inches with no problems whatsoever. And again, I absolutely love these. And like I said, I've been using these yeah, every single time I've been flying for the last 2 months straight, since about Christmas time. And I gotta tell you, you know, going from the box goggles to these, huge improvement. And again, I'm gonna be moving up to the Fat Shark. So if you're looking for something like an intermediate or more advanced goggle, but you don't have the money to slap down for the Fat Sharks or the Amways or the more expensive, go with these. You know, that's just my opinion. There's lots of reviewers out there. I'm not a goggle snob, so I try and keep everything on a budget. You guys know that, but I can attest that I have been a user of these. I absolutely love these goggles extremely. I can't say enough about these things. And I put the eyeballs on them just to kind of give it a little bit of my own personality. But yeah, I absolutely love them. So yeah, that's all I have for these particular goggles, and I really, really like them a lot. I just can't say enough about them. And when that DVR comes in, I'll be doing some footage and comparing it to the current screen that I use right now for DVR. It's not bad, but I'd like something a little bit better, and I've heard the DVR on this is really, really good. So hopefully that will be true when I get it. I'll be testing it out for sure. So guys, yeah, that's all I have for today's video. I just wanted to share my experiences with the Eachine EV100s. I know there's a lot of people out there like me that are on a budget and you know, can't always afford the expensive stuff unless it's sent to me to do a review on, of course. But yeah, so anyway guys, yeah, I appreciate you viewing the video. So thank you as always guys for all the support, all the comments. I really appreciate that. Thank you to each one of my patrons. I really appreciate you guys. You're awesome. So and that brings me to, if you're not already a patron of the channel, please check out my Patreon page. I have some really cool things that you can do for the patrons only. They have access to my patron page. They have access to the live Q&A that we do every other week, just for the patrons only. Sometimes we do polls. They were able to do a contest where the patrons got to pick the name of my tiny whoop. So I do a lot for the patrons that sometimes the regular subscribers don't have access to. So that's a little incentive for you guys, and every little bit does help, believe it or not. So even if it's $1, $5 a month, every little bit helps. That helps me to do more reviews for things you guys want to see. That helps me to also do more drone giveaways and item giveaways and things like that, so that way I can help and give it back to the community. So guys, that's all I have for today. So in the meantime, while you're waiting for the next video, let's keep our drones up in the air and flying high, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for hanging out and have an awesome day.